Thanks for helping me study. I'd much rather be doom scrolling, but I can't fail this quiz.
No worries. Honestly, it's a good excuse to stop me from bed rotting all day. Let's start with DNA, our favorite molecule that literally makes us who we are.
Yep, deoxyribonucleic acid. It carries genetic instructions, right?
Exactly. It's like a biological instruction manual telling your cells how to make proteins.
I remember it's shaped like a double helix, like a twisted ladder. The sides are sugar and phosphate, and the steps are those nitrogen bases. A, T, C, and G.
You got it. Adenine pairs with thymine and cytosine with guanine. That base pairing is super specific, like puzzle pieces that only fit one way.
So the order of the bases is like a secret message?
Kind of. That sequence is the genetic code. Every 3 bases form a codon, telling the cell which amino acid to use. Chains of amino acids make proteins.
And that's where RNA comes in.
Yes. Messenger RNA, mRNA, copies the DNA code in the nucleus, then carries it to the ribosome, where it's translated into a protein.
So DNA stays in the nucleus, and mRNA delivers the message?
Exactly. Think of DNA as the original recipe book that never leaves the library. mRNA is like a handwritten copy you take to the kitchen to cook, aka the ribosome.
That actually makes sense. DNA writes the code, RNA delivers it, and proteins do the work.
Yep.
Got it. That sequence tells the cell what proteins to make.
Yes, and proteins control basically everything, your eye color, height, even how your body works.
Okay, so where do alleles come into this?
Good question. Alleles are different versions of the same gene. You might have one allele for brown eyes and another for blue. Which one shows up depends on whether it's dominant or recessive.
So, if brown is dominant and blue is recessive, I'd have brown eyes even if I carry the blue allele?
Exactly. You'd be a carrier, you have the blue allele, but it's not expressed unless you inherit it from both parents.
Wild. So that's why siblings can look different even with the same parents?
Yep. You get a random mix of alleles from each parent. That's what makes everyone unique, unless you're an identical twin.
So when cells divide, DNA has to copy itself, right?
Right. That's called DNA replication. The strands unzip, and enzymes like DNA polymerase add new bases to build 2 identical copies. Each new cell gets the same instructions.
And what about mistakes? Like mutations?
They happen. Sometimes a base gets swapped or deleted during replication. Most are harmless, but some can lead to genetic disorders or cool traits, like resistance to certain diseases.
That's kind of epic. So DNA is basically this long, twisty code that tells your body how to build itself, and alleles are like the remix versions?
Exactly. And the cool part is, we're still learning how to read and even edit that code with tech.
DNA is literally the most important data file I've ever heard of.
Totally. And it's inside every single cell of your body. Like 37 trillion copies of you, working full time.
Okay, thanks. Can we have a TikTok break now?